Hello, my name is Holland Timmins, also known on the internet as the Connoisseur. Today I will be reviewing Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, the original theatrical cut. Um, as you can see, here it is. This movie is a very good one. In the beginning, it takes place on the ice world of Hoth. There's snow everywhere, or according to Carrie Fisher, of how much cocaine they were doing behind the scenes is probably just all cocaine. Probably not. Probably. Anyway, so Han Solo and Chewbacca are working on the Millennium Falcon, which is broken. Han is trying to get Leia to essentially say that she loves him because he knows she does, but she's not ready to admit it. Luke has a vision of Obi-Wan out on the ice while he's freezing to death to go to Dagobah to meet with Yoda. So after the Empire crashes the party, everybody makes their escape. Han Solo, Leia, Chewbacca, and C-3PO make their escape in the Millennium Falcon. Unfortunately, the hyperdrive is not working, and so they go into an asteroid field. Meanwhile, Luke and R2-D2 go to Dagobah, and they meet a very peculiar frog-like creature named Yoda, and turns out it is the wise master Yoda who instructed Obi-Wan as a youngling, before handing him off to Qui-Gon, of course. Anyway, so Luke, after failing the initial test of patience by Yoda, he's being trained anyway, and he's being trained as a makeshift Jedi. And actually, that could be a really cool song, Makeshift Jedi. Should probably write it or let someone else write it. I came up with the idea first, Makeshift Jedi. Anyway, so he's being trained as a makeshift Jedi. Meanwhile, Han and Leia are hiding out in a large asteroid. And one of the first changes you see is the Emperor. There's some altered dialogue in the special edition, and in the original edition, the Emperor looks like he had just lost a fist fight, so he looks pretty weird. I think Ian McDiarmid's performance in the special edition was a wise choice. It was a wise choice. Anyway, so they make it to Cloud City, where they meet Billy D. Williams as Lando Calrissian. Quick side note, Lando is one of my nicknames. It's pretty cool. Anyway, so they meet Lando Calrissian, and unfortunately they are betrayed, and Luke senses that his friends are in danger on Dagobah, so he has to leave, and Obi-Wan explains to him that he can't help, that he'll have to face him alone. He'll have to face Darth Vader alone. And Luke's okay with that. And Obi-Wan's like, that boy was our last hope. And Yoda is like, no, there is another. Which really implies that Lucas knew that Luke and Leia were brother and sister. Which makes it really awkward that, when Irvin Kershner had Luke and Leia kiss at the beginning in front of Han, nobody knew the truth except Lucas, and he just allowed it. Wow. So, yeah. Anyway, Han is tortured for no reason other to send off pain, so Luke can pick it up, and Luke arrives, and actually, in Cloud City, there's one other shot that's changed, which is this 1-2 pod rate. It's 2 pod flyer flies across this building, and the building design is different than in the special edition. They changed the design of the building, but yeah, no biggie. That's pretty much all the changes. Actually, the scene where Han is frozen in carbonite, which is meant to test out for Luke, is one of my favorites. Because Leia finally admits to Han that she loves him. You know, after the whole movie, he's trying to get her to admit that she loves him. Finally, when he's about to be frozen, she's like, I love you, and he says, I know. Great line. Just a great line. Possibly the greatest line in movie history. I know. He knew the whole time she loved him. Anyway, so Han is taken away by Boba Fett, who's been tracking him, and, well, anyway, Luke confronts Vader, and they have this really cool battle, but Luke is still a novice, and he gets his ass handed to him. Vader cuts his hand off, and Vader reveals who he really is to Luke. And Luke can't handle it, so he decides to off himself. So he, lets go of this beam, I guess, and falls to his death. But he falls into this portal, and it opens up, and anyway, he's hanging off the antenna of the bottom of Cloud City. And there's this really obvious composite shot where Luke is in the middle, Mark Hamill is in the middle, and all the special effects are on either side. It's a really obvious composite shot, which Lucas then corrected in the special edition. So, anyway, he calls out to Ben, but Ben won't respond, so somehow he knows that if he calls out to Leia, she'll hear him. And so he calls out to Leia. Leia senses Luke is in trouble. They grab him, and they go back to the rendezvous point, which they were all trying to get to in the beginning of the movie. And yeah, Han is, of course, captured. Yeah, they make it back to the rendezvous point, and Lando, who had a change of heart, is off with Chewbacca and the Millennium Falcon to look for Han. And Luke has a new hand, of course, made for him. You see, with General Grievous as like a prototype, then they improved the robotics with Darth Vader, and finally they perfected it with Luke, since he has feeling in his hand, his new mechanical hand. Of the progression of technology in Star Wars, the new ships, the new technology shown as this series progresses in time forward. As the time goes forward, the technology progresses with the times. And I think that's really cool. That's why I love Star Wars. That's the movie, so let's see. Let's read the back, shall we? Experience the Star Wars saga like never before. Includes digitally remastered and original theatrical movies. It is a dark time for the Rebellion. After a devastating attack on their ice base on the frozen planet of Hoth, the rebels are scattered by the Imperial pursuit. Luke Skywalker seeks out the mysterious Jedi Master Yoda in the swamps of Dagobah, while Han Solo and Princess Leia outrun the Imperial fleet to the beautiful Cloud City of Bespin. In an attempt to convert Luke to the dark side, the evil Darth Vader lures young Skywalker into a trap. In the midst of a fierce lightsaber duel with the Sith Lord, Luke faces a terrible truth about the Skywalker legacy. I should have just read that. That explains it a lot better than I did, but hopefully you liked how I put it. Again, I wasn't around when this came out. This was before I was born, but my aunt, she explained to me that people didn't like it as much as the original at the time. It's gained popularity since then. And I think a lot of that has to do with Clerks and Kevin Smith. Yeah, I don't fault Kevin Smith at all for popularizing the movie, or at least increasing the popularity of the movie. It's a very good movie. I just think that it is it's a bridge. It's like in music, it's a bridge, you know, it's leading to the next note or something greater, you know, and I think that something greater is Return of the Jedi. I will be reviewing that movie next. Again, I'm reviewing the original theatrical cuts. I know it's taken me a while to get back to reviewing. Again, this is a hobby. I've been working and working out, and I think I'll be doing more video reviews now that I've hurt my back from working out. Yeah. Just, you know, I'm waiting to heal, so as soon as my back is better, I'll probably be working again and working out again. It's something I enjoy doing just as much as this video series, so yeah. 2 more movies left in Star Wars. Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, and Episode 7, The Force Awakens. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for following this series. Again, I'd like to say I appreciate all my subscribers and all of my viewers. Anybody who clicks on this video is okay by me. Yeah. So actually here, this is the confrontation between Luke and Vader in Star Wars Episode 5 in complete silhouette. Again, you can get this trilogy if you look hard enough. I actually got it at a local store. My sister got it for me for my birthday. They realized it was a birthday present, so they gave a discount on it, which I thought was really cool. As you can see, yeah. So, thank you for tuning in, and yeah, the original cuts are out there. You just have to look for them. What I don't appreciate is that Fox put them in 16:9 and a 4:3 aspect ratio, but luckily I have a program on my television that allows me to watch 4:3 16:9 in its original 16:9 format. Just widescreen format, full screen widescreen, complete widescreen. Yeah. I had something else I wanted to say, but I forgot it, so this is the Connoisseur, signing off. If you like, please subscribe, check out the other videos. I've got a bunch of other videos posted, and yeah, I will see you soon.